Welcome to Micheko Gallery at the heart of the Munich Art District. Today I'm going to introduce you to 8 Japanese artists who are giving you a workshop of the best what Japanese craftsmanship, art and design can do. Traffic 1802 Blue is a wall installation made of paper mainly and with some mirror foil. It is a three-dimensional work and is based on papers cut and glued and folded and put together on various layers. It makes it very interesting to look. You never get tired basically at looking at it because you will see many new details every time afresh. The mirror foil reflects the light at any second of the day and creates basically an ever-changing work of art which has fascinated many collectors all over the world. In the meanwhile, Katsumi Hayakawa is represented in many countries and has had fantastic, successful shows, and we are very glad to represent him here for Central Europe. These mother-of-pearl inlays are 0.2 millimeters thin and laser cut. All the remaining work is manual. These objects are called natsume and are small containers used in tea ceremony. The artist got inspired by the movie Matrix, as I would guess, and as you can see, the intricacy and the fine work is absolutely amazing. These containers are used for the matcha tea powder, which we use in Japanese tea ceremony. Mr. Ikeda has become extremely popular in Japan with his works, and it is a privilege for Micheko to have some of his works available because usually these are all on commission and sold out and they never make it to an exhibition. May I introduce you to Keiko Tanaka, my gallery partner, who is volunteering to wear Mariko Kusumoto's necklace called Coral.
Konnichiwa, Tanaka Keiko desu.
Keiko also speaks English and German, but I think it was very charming that she is greeting us in Japanese. Talking about the artist, Mariko Kusumoto, she has become very popular all over the world with her polyester fiber jewelry works, which are also exhibited at the Museum of Modern Art in New York and in San Francisco and at the Boston Museum of Art. And in 2019, she collaborated with French fashion designer Jean-Paul Gaultier, who has brought her name to the limelight even more. And we are absolutely certain that her particular craftsmanship in transforming feather-light polyester fiber into extremely intricate and complex works of jewelry art is absolutely unique and fascinating. I'm delighted to now introduce you a representative of Japanese ceramics art, Masako Inoue. Masako Inoue is a relatively young representative of the new Kotani style, which is based on a tradition which goes back to the 17th century and nowadays is basically characterized by lots of experimentations, changes of colors, changes of shapes which go away from the traditional. And Inoue is particularly strong and energetic in her creation of ceramics. Here we have an example of a pretty heavy plate which could be used as a fruit plate. It is meant to be laid, in the horizontal, and as you can see, it is a stylized head of a wild boar, and it could be it. It's already nice and 100% as it is. Japanese are never happy with the 100%, hence also this plate has a little secret. The inside of this plate shows this beautiful, almost lifelike snake, which is hidden, but its presence is so strong, and the owner of this plate, of course, will know it exists, and it enhances the whole work of art as such, and it could be very well shown also from this side. Another representative of the new Kotani style ceramics is Kayoko Mizumoto. She has, as you can see, a certain tendency to surrealism, and her signature elements of basically all of her works are horns, eyes, snakeskin, and black and white checkers, which here you can't see as a classic. This is a beautiful work where she herself said is a little bit a representation of her own personality, which is thorny and on the defensive. One of the particularities of this artist, she is a trained kimono designer who turned to ceramics later in her career and is now combining the design and the fine strokes of her paintings on her ceramic objects. One of the beautiful parts is, again, which is a very Japanese thing, that even where it is not visible, you have beautiful designs and details. Ryo Sekino is a glass artist based in Hyogo Prefecture near Kobe City. Glass art is relatively new to Japan, which is better known for its ceramics tradition. But Sekino proves that Japanese glass art is now at a world-class level. His works span the entire range from highly sophisticated table glassware to traditional forms of Japanese vases and drinking vessels to large glass objects which are more sculptural in form and intention. This beautiful object is a so-called kokusho, which means translated engraved glass. Two different glass types are being used to create such a vase. The transparent glass gets a second white glass layer. Parts of the white glass are being scraped off to let the transparent glass shine through. After the form giving and cooling process, the vase is being sandblasted to get to its final appearance. Norihiko Terayama is a trained product designer who turned to art, and of course, based on his professional background, he creates fusions between design, art, and interior architecture. Occasionally, he finds objects like this old water bucket, which outside is actually covered by half with Japanese lacquer, urushi, and he created with an almost invisible grid of nylon thread a water-like surface on which dried red-colored flowers seem to float. It is a beautiful object which combines and revives an old object which probably would have been thrown away otherwise. We at Micheko Gallery thank you for your attention and for giving us the opportunity to introduce you to some of the objects which we are exhibiting on Artsy at Collect 2021.
Please get in touch for your personal tour. それでは皆さん。
See you!